Hi, welcome to our today's broadcast on our series of Pathway to Discovering Your Purpose in Life by Jim Nelson. As we may reflect, in the last episode, we discussed and defined purpose and gave example of how some creatures are fulfilling purpose, nothing mistaken. From my experience working in different sectors, and having been working with young people, parents, and adults, I could say that there seemed to be a high degree of vagueness, lack of clarity when it comes to people knowing their purpose, the reason why they exist, and what they should be living for. Oftentimes, I chat with people on this subject matter. The easy, prompt answer that I receive is, I don't know. Of course, to no fault of your own if you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. That's where these books comes handy. If you read through this book, which sells on Amazon, if you want to grab your copy, there are a lot of information because what I'm sharing here is a snippet of the volume of information. So grabbing a copy will be good for you. So let's look at this scenario. When you think of your purpose and you are not sure, what do? I will give you a quick scenario and point you in the right direction as to what you could do. Then you can make educated decision. In Judges chapter 6 from verse 12 reading downward, there is a guy by the name Gideon. He was a young man. This guy grew in the situation they were in their country, in Israel. He developed skills working in a wine press. I will simply typify him as a wheat farmer. So, he had developed career, living and working as a wheat farmer, working in a wine press. I believe at that point in time, he had settled in for that, making a career out of that, providing food for his family, and having some money in his pocket to spend. So he settled. I believe he would have described himself as a wheat farmer, working in a wine press. Until a certain day, the Bible records in Judges 6 from verse 12, angel of God appeared to him. Remember, up until now, he only sees himself as a wheat farmer. When the angel appeared, he described him as a man who is mighty in valor, as a man who is a deliverer. So I believe he was stunned and confused, and he said, it's like, who is this angel describing with these great words? The accolades that the angel attributed to Gideon was from the perspective of a divine insight. Gideon soon realized that it was him that was being addressed with such high remarks. He connected with the angel, cooperated with the angel, and then the Spirit of God made him to realize that he was born to fulfill this purpose, to be a warrior and a leader, to deliver his people from their oppressors. That was his purpose. Just like many people today, up until then, Gideon did not know. He was just living life. Whatever comes. Whatever he's able to achieve, whatever he's able to do, he dabbles into things. Until the day he connected with the Spirit of God. If you are one of those who is not sure about your purpose, you are not clear, you are grappling with vagueness around your purpose, this is the remedy. Connect with God Almighty, your Creator. Accept Jesus into your life, then the Spirit of God will connect with you and reveal your purpose to you like he did Gideon. Yeah, your purpose is in God's hands. When you connect with God, God reveals your purpose and gives you the grace to fulfill that purpose. In the long run, Gideon resigned the life he was living now that he discovered his purpose through the revelation of God. He went on to be a mighty man of warrior. He went on to be a deliverer of his people, and he lived to fulfill purpose. I believe this connects with you connect with God, know your purpose, and live your life to the full, fulfilling your divine purpose. Until we meet again, God bless. Bye for now.